not everything that they're doing, but they can start the process. And that's really what we want to do.
In the summer of 2015, a select group of Dallas ISD principals met to discuss discipline problems at their schools.
I would like to see mutual respect for each other, for the faculty and staff, for the students.
A lot of my students come to school hungry. They come with a lot of issues and concerns that they have in their neighborhood.
More students in class instead of outside of class. I would like to see less discipline issues and things that the students may be experiencing. Having that outlet with the teachers, counselors, administrative team to be able to assist the students with whatever issues they're having, but the overall goal is to have the students in the classroom and having academic success.
At the meeting, the principals were introduced to a new concept in student discipline called restorative discipline.
Restorative discipline is a chance for the students to build a relationship with the teachers. And what we're hoping is if a student has a relationship with the teacher, a lot of the issues that come across as classroom management and classroom discipline can be solved with the teacher and student. So that's really what we're trying to do. Are students still going to act up and be students? Absolutely. But if we can reduce the amount of time that students are sent to the office for discipline reasons, that's more time in the classroom that they have a chance to learn.
Throughout the summer, the participating schools received intensive training in the elements and implementation of this innovative approach to student discipline.
The inclusion caught my eye, meaning you include the child, the student, and let them make some decisions. So I was impressed with the initial training, so I'm looking forward for the training.
I felt it was important to give up part of my summer to come and find out about restorative discipline because it's something I'm interested in, it's something I've done some research on, and I'm really looking forward to learning more about it.
I think my main concern is just how effective it will be in the school. I know that we've tried different types of discipline programs and they haven't necessarily been effective with our particular student culture.
I think they were all pretty hesitant about what restorative discipline was and about is this really going to work, just talking to the kids and building a relationship. But once they got to meet Kevin and got to hear Kevin's testimony about how this has been effective at their campus, I think that we started to get more buy-in and they could really see the positives of the program. The heart of restorative discipline is the circles in the classroom. What we want is the teacher to ask questions. We want the students to respond to the questions using a talking piece. That way we keep order in the circle. And it lets the students get whatever's inside of them out, and it gives the teacher a chance to hear what the students are going through.
As the school year began, the participating schools introduced their students to restorative discipline and began regularly scheduled circles.
I'm going to remind you of the circle guidelines. Feel free to share what you want to share. Listen from your heart. Make sure that you're respecting other people in this circle, and what happens in circle stays in circle.
That we spent a good time on the soccer team. And they gave me my Barbie book, and I was passing on my grades.
That's cool. My particular students, some of them are a little reluctant to learn, and so I think this could provide me with strategies that help me motivate them.
What is absolutely the best thing that happened this week? Andrew, you would like to start?
We're 96% LEP and 98% economically disadvantaged. So we may not have the huge discipline issues that some campuses do, but I do find that this is a way that they're building relationships with their classmates as well as their teachers.
When we try and do a circle with a larger class, It is more challenging than the smaller classes because that's a real easy kind of small internet group. But it seems to work. You have to keep the questions a little, I don't want to say brief, but you have to keep it moving because to get through 45 kids, you know, you still want to give attention to each answer and to each expression of what they're feeling, but still kind of keep things moving.
He made her a red velvet cake, and she was so happy to have that red velvet cake. He was really, really happy that she felt good, and it made him feel good that she felt good too.
So, as we close our circle, I want to pass the talking piece around, and you're going to share with me one thing that you really, 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 really enjoy doing.
Being in a circle, it helps you talk about your problems and helps you make decisions that can help you with your problems.
You see students that normally don't open up, don't have anything to say, don't have anything to contribute, actually diving in and saying, this is where I'm at and this is who I am and this is what I care about. And it's just, you can take that and you're able to get through to them in a way that you might not have otherwise.
At the end of one of my class periods, the kids go into the locker room and they leave out as the bell rings. And most of my kids were gone, and one of the kids came and reported that her phone had been stolen. I felt like the guardian of the classroom, that I've got to create a safe space, and it really hurt my feelings that when the phone came up missing, that I'd let them down. So I had several kids to come to me with that person's name, but it had already been taken to admin, and so the young lady's name, the young lady was called to admin, the phone was returned, but we had to do a circle when she came back to deal with it.
There's still discipline with restorative discipline, absolutely. What we're trying to do is teach the students that you can talk out how you feel about things, and that's going to reduce some of the anxiety, some of the anger that you're feeling. There's still consequences, and I think as educators, that's one of the things that we've gotten away from, is we substitute discipline for punishment.
So far, the results for restorative discipline have been excellent.
What we've seen is at just the middle school numbers, we've seen a huge reduction in a range of discipline consequences from ISS to JJAEP. So we're talking about any time a student gets expelled or suspended out of a class.
So we definitely have seen a decrease by just trying to find the kids' goals and ambitions and try to assist them with anything that we can do here at Restorative.
We are doing so much better than we were. Our DAEP numbers are down. Also, our out-of-school suspension numbers are down, and our in-school suspension numbers are down. And I attribute it to the fact that we are having more valuable discussions and being more proactive about the behavior before we were being reactive in the past.
I'm learning things about my kids that I ordinarily wouldn't have known about them, and I care about them in ways that I never had the opportunity to care about them before.
Why do we need to embrace restorative discipline practices is because it's best for students. It really provides an opportunity for students and adults on the campus to connect in a way that typically instruction gets in the way of.
We have all the tools. We have great resources. We have great kids. We have great staff members. We have great leadership. This is something that can change the culture of Dallas ISD. It's going to change the attitude that people have of Dallas ISD, and more importantly, it's going to change the attitude that students and the staff already in Dallas ISD have of themselves.
For more information on how you can bring restorative discipline to your campus, please call the number on your screen.